So let's look at what's going on here. Now, when Donald Trump first got elected, he instituted something that was called by the media the Muslim travel ban.
Yep.
And that created all kinds of negativity and
Yes.
all kinds of criticism. And he didn't reintroduce that in those same words in this term, but I think he has put a hold on people coming in from terrorist-aligned countries, and many of them are Muslim,
Yep.
into the U.S. We've shut down the border. My worry is all the people that are here and what they could be doing. Could there be sleeper cells, terrorist sleeper cells in this country? Could we be looking at jihadi attacks that could be happening in the U.S. sometime soon, Frosty?
There's no question that we're going to be facing internal conflict and terror attacks. You already saw all of the Hamas supporters just last year, certainly the October 7th slaughter of the Jewish people in their own country by Hamas. These are Muslims and they're terrorist Muslims. But CAIR, CAIR, that's the Council on American Immigration Relations, as I just quoted you, they're not here to assimilate. They're here to dominate. And I gave you the quote by Omar Ahmad, the director of CARE. And so, yes, when you get somewhere around 21 million illegal aliens that Biden let into the country, invited into the country, passed them in, you better believe there are terror cells. And whether it's if you go down the streets of the UK right now, or you go down the streets of, if you are a native Briton person, especially if you're a female, if you're a woman, your life's in danger because these people don't mess around. They will rape these women in a heartbeat because that's their culture. And so in this
so it leads
country,
me to ask Frosty, where the feminists? Where the women's groups? Where are those who advocate for equal rights? I mean, why are they so silent about this kind of abuse and violence, and also second-class citizenship, and the fact that they're not allowed to even show their faces really in many countries, have to walk behind the man, don't have the same rights, et cetera, et cetera. I'm just wondering where are the feminists? Where are the women's rights organizations, Frosty?
that's the irony that I do not understand, because if you're a woman in an Islamic country, you can't walk out of the house without a male escort. You cannot wear dresses or high heels. You can't be attractive. You're stuck inside of a burqa or a hijab. You are valued at one half of the value of a man. You suffer female genital mutilation before the age of 9. There are honor killings, and this is a fact. You can look it up on the United Nations. 20,000 honor killings every year committed by husbands or uncles or brothers or fathers around the 56 nations who are Islamic dominated. And here in the United States, now that we have about 4 million plus Muslims, we have female genital mutilation now into the millions, and we have an average of 25 honor killings in the United States every year. And in fact, we were having so many problems with female genital mutilation here in Colorado, we had to make a law, and either it was I think it was $20,000 fine and 5 years in prison if you female genitally mutilated your daughter. And so then what happened is we just went underground. And the problem with it is so many of these girls that get their genitals mutilated and removed, they get sepsis. I'm a former second lieutenant in the United States Army Medical Service Corps. I was also a cardiac catheterization medical tech, so I've got a lot of background in medical. And I got to tell you, if these poor girls get sepsis, because when they do this operation, it's a procedure, they use glass or they use razor blades with no sanitation, certainly no hygiene. So they get sepsis, they die, they just stick them out in the field in a grave, and it's like they never existed. So again, we're importing a 6th century religion that's not only a religion, but it's a political movement that demands submission.